Now, I've been trying to make this video over and over and over again. It's been one of those things that I've wanted to do for a very long time, but I haven't done it because I've kind of been nervous. I kind of left YouTube, well, not kind of, I did. I left YouTube very abruptly, and I never gave a reason for it, and I never thought in my life that I would be making a video explaining why I stopped uploading on Canadian Zombie, but I owe it to you, and I owe it to myself, because if I want to start clean, I need to explain what happened, and I need to let you guys know that I didn't just stop doing it because I didn't feel like it anymore. There were a lot of things that happened, and this is also to my friends. I haven't really been able to talk to a lot of my friends, especially in the gaming area, for like my YouTube friends and a lot of friends that I play video games with. And I want to explain to them why I left and where I've been, because I owe it to them as friends to explain it to them, and I owe it to the viewers to explain where I've been too. This video is something that I've been debating for a very long time, and I'm just gonna say fuck it and do it, because you guys deserve the truth, and I'm frankly tired of not telling you it. So, when I graduated high school in 2018, I was already accepted into college. I went to college and everything like that for architecture, and I've already been accepted. And it was a one-year introductory program into drafting and all of this stuff, and I was accepted, I want to say, in December. So I had already been set in stone for a very long time, and I had known what I wanted to do. What made this very interesting, though, is that once I graduated, all my attention focused to just kind of like almost like it felt like a bucket list and a to-do list. It was very strange, and I kind of screwed myself and screwed my life for a long time because of that decision there to act that way. I went right from high school into college, and it was fine. Like most people do, I didn't take a year, I went in, and that's what I wanted to do. But what I didn't want to do is how I acted when I was there. When I actually got to college and I started taking my courses, I did not play video games. I wanted to study, and at first I thought it was fine. I'd just play video games on the weekend, and it would be normal. Kind of a thing, just that everyone goes through. But what really came down to the fact that changed it for me was I stopped playing and talking to people. You see, my friends, as much as I love them, we always don't hang out that much in person because a lot of the time we spend playing video games together. And that's a great thing. We've created so many memories and bonds playing video games over our lifetime together that I wouldn't change those memories for anything. But as you can kind of see where this is going, because I stopped playing video games, being the dumb person I am sometimes, I stopped talking to the people I played video games with. My life became solely focused on getting to the next step, getting that next achievement, moving forward, you know, following that stupid cookie cutter plan. That's what my life basically became. It was go to school, get a job, you know, and that's your life. And it sucked. And I will never do that again because of how bad it was. I lost a lot of friends, and I lost myself. I lost my mind a little bit because I kind of went crazy. I had no one to talk to. The only person I talked to for the whole year was my girlfriend, and if I didn't have her through that, I have no idea where I would be right now. I cut myself off from everything. The only person I talked to was her, and I went to school every day. I didn't talk to my classmates. I listened. I did my homework as fast as I could, and I would go home and relax and sleep because I worked I worked basically all the time as well. I went to school full time at a university level program, and I was working to keep myself afloat and be able to afford my car insurance, gas, and everything else to help keep me living. And I completely left video games in the dark. Now, that doesn't mean I stopped playing video games, but what really came down to was the fact that instead of playing a zombies game with my friends, or hopping on GTA, or even hopping into a Fortnite game at the time, or doing anything like that, I didn't want to do it. I cut myself off from everything, and I was so distanced from what I used to be as a person that I kind of just became not like my own person, like a self. I was so self-absorbed with focusing on my schooling and career that I left everything that made me the person I am in the past, and it really messed me up long term. I think it's going to, well, it did for that pile, I guess. I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to explain this the best I can because it's very hard for me to talk about. I love my program and I loved what I did at school, and I wouldn't give that for anything, but I rushed into everything way too fast, and because of that, I kind of screwed everything up for myself. I lost a lot of friends because I wasn't talking to anybody. I became so antisocial that people forgot that who I even was at the time, and I just had missed purpose. I went to a job after I graduated, after a hard year of school, working non-stop in the classroom and in my workplace outside, just to stay afloat and get my certificate and get my classes and get my upgrading and get on my education path to doing what I want to do. And after graduating, I went right into a job. I was one of the only people in my class, since I was so focused, to be able to get a job right away. I was basically hired in April, and my program ended in June. I was very, very ahead of the game when it came to all of that, and I was proud of myself, and I still am proud of myself for how hard I worked. But you can never let how hard you work, shadow the fact that you need to have fun still, and that's really what it comes down to. I went right into a job that I thought would be a great entry-level job for me and would help me grow in my career. And in hindsight, all it did was make me hate my career, actually. My job was not a very good place for me to be. It was meant to be kind of a learning job and kind of experience and that type of stuff, more of actually than doing big projects and the pay and everything like that. It was meant to be an entry-level job. And it was nothing like that. Most of the people there had no interest in teaching me anything, and I was not wanted. And I was so focused at the time on just trying to save up money and build up my savings so I could go back to school and focus on all of that I didn't care, and I got really lost in it. I was making the most money I'd ever made in my life at that point, at that job, and it was very good pay. And I had received raises, I had received bonuses, and it was going very well for me. But with all of that financial success that I was having at a young age, coming out of school right like that, it got to my head, and all I started to care about was working and money, that I wouldn't even care about talking to anybody, and it even started to affect my relationship with my girlfriend. Overall, it just consumed me, and because of that, I, again, did not talk to anybody because I was so focused on that one goal ahead of me. That's still stupid, that checklist that every parent and every, counselor in your high school tells you that you have to follow, that cookie cutter, standard life that is just so wrong at this point that we shouldn't be teaching people about it at all. It really got to me, and that's what I kind of became my life in the last, forever, it feels like. I guess I want to say 2 years, that's been my life. And then, of course, this pandemic happened, and it kind of, in a way, freed me from my job. I was home, I had my head, my thoughts, and I could think clearly again for the first time in 2 years on what I actually wanted. What was in front of me was nothing. My job was gone. I had the ability to go to school. I had the ability of choice again, which I had lacked for 2 years. And because of that, it gave me hope that I could actually start to enjoy my life again. I got back into doing YouTube on a second channel that I had created called, it was like a Star Wars thing I wanted to do, like a film thing, and I made a couple of videos on that, and it was okay, but it didn't feel like YouTube to me anymore. It wasn't what I wanted, and I just didn't do it. And then I used to make, if you guys remember, if you're an older viewer of the channel, I used to make at the tail end of this, I used to make hockey-related videos. I tried making a YouTube channel to discuss hockey, and it wasn't the same. It didn't feel the same. And as much as I love hockey and it's something that I'm passionate about, it's just not what I wanted to be doing on YouTube, and it wasn't something that made me, that happy. It was fun, and it passed the time, don't get me wrong, but it's not like it's something that I want to see myself doing as, kind of a career, not, I guess, even a career, or even as a hobby, because it just wasn't what made me happy. What makes me happy is spending time with my friends and playing video games. It's what I've always done, and it's been one of the best things I've been able to do. I've created so many memories and friendships through video games, and it's what always has made me happy. So I noticed that, and I started to notice also at the same time with the coronavirus, and it just so happened to be with all this pandemic, the lockdown and everything, that zombies started to come back. I saw people that I hadn't talked to, friends of mine who had stayed up till 3 in the morning discussing the stupidest things and laughing with until we couldn't breathe, were coming back and trying to get back into YouTube. And what that did for me really wasn't, I didn't even think about YouTube at the time when I saw that. What really got me thinking about that was maybe I have a chance to restore some of these bridges I burnt with my friends, because I left them all in the dark. I didn't talk to any of you, and I know that the people who I'm talking to are going to be listening. Shane, Chris, Hagen, Johnny, Toby, so many people that I've talked to, even viewers, Salty Dog, all these guys that have been, Johnny Arian, all these people, moderators that have played with me and stood by me, friends and viewers. I left you all in the dark. I had no communication with any of you. It's not like I was tweeting things explaining where I was. I was retweeting jersey giveaways for hockey and stupid political things because my Twitter account had deviated so far away from Canadian Zombie that it was just a pleasure account, that I was nothing of what I used to be in for friends. And when I started to see my friends coming back and posting things and memories that I thought that, were gone, that I would never be able to experience again because I burnt those bridges with those friends, it gave me kind of hope that maybe I could actually get my life back to the way I wanted it to be, where I could enjoy my friends, where I could go to school, where I could focus on a career, but not have that be my sole obsession and lose, sight of myself. I know this video has been kind of weird and it's not been really what you've expected for a zombie commentary, but it needed to be made. You guys need to understand the story, To every single one of my friends that I've never, that I haven't even explained to and talked to, I'm like, it's bad. Like, you guys deserve to understand why I haven't been here. And I don't care if it's personal, because you guys have stood by me through so much. You know, I don't have 1,000 subscribers anymore, and that doesn't even matter to me. When I look at this channel now, and I see the people that in mods chats, and I know who my people are on Twitter that like my tweets, and I see the activity that it just gets from me tweeting out a little thing, from changing my profile picture. I know that people have always been there for me and supported me, and that means a lot, and it really does. So I want to be able to give that back. I don't know if that means that Zombies is going to come back. I don't know what the next Treyarch game is going to bring. No one does at this point. But I'm going to try my best. Black Ops 4 was not something that I wanted to be part of. I know I said I was excited for it, but I wasn't going... It was just nothing... I hate that game, and it's not what I wanted to do. But I want to give this a chance again. Not only because YouTube is something that I just want to give it a chance, but because I'm going to be active again. Not only just streaming, but I'll be in the community. You got, if the channel, you know, doesn't grow, nothing happens to it, I don't care anymore. It's been a wild ride, but I at least want to stay active just to be able to communicate with the people that have stood by me. So, with all of that being said, yes, I am coming back. I know it's taken 11 minutes up to this point for me to even just say those words, and a lot of people have been waiting for them, but yes, I am coming back. What makes, you know, the whole experience of why this video is the whole point of me coming back. I want to be able to stream again. I want to be able to talk with my friends and stream again there. I want to be able to create YouTube videos again. I want to edit Zombies videos. And I'm going to start to do that stuff again because it's what makes me happy. And that's what I lost sight of in the last 2 years. I don't want to keep going anymore because this video is dragging on, but I've said everything that really needs to be said anyway at this point, so it's perfect timing. I don't know really how to remember how to end a YouTube video, so I'm just going to leave you guys with this. I'm so grateful, beyond grateful, for everything that I've received in the past, for the support, the viewership, and everything else. And I want to thank you all, and I want to really say that I'm going to be coming back and doing the best that I can, trying not only for you guys to give you content, but because it's what makes me happy. And happiness is what I lost sight of in the last 2 years, and I'm going to be bringing that back to my life, and hopefully I'll be able to bring a little bit of happiness back to your life with some new content. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to the channel and you just watched this video for some odd reason of a random man talking about his life for the last 2 years, I really appreciate it, but it's also kind of weird at the same time. So if you're new, maybe consider subscribing because you know more about me than I knew about myself 5 minutes ago, so thank you for that. And for all the returning viewers, I want to say thank you again. To all my friends that watched this video, you know, I'm sorry, I'm sorry for not talking and all of that stuff, but I really do mean it, and I want to say that I'm gonna try my best. I want to be better for myself. That's what this really comes down to. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching and all the support, and I hope to be back with some more content soon. Peace out, guys.